Uh-oh, here comes trouble again. But this time it's doubled. Junior's back and he's got a new friend. Get ready, because here's a review of Problem Child 2 right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Doyle, better known to y'all as the Big D. So I'm going to be bringing to y'all another review of the Problem Child trilogy. This time it's Problem Child 2, released by Universal in the summer of 1991, a year after the success of the previous movie. The film is directed by Brian Levin, who of course directed lots of other movies. Of course, after this he would go on to direct Beethoven, which look for a review of that later on. Well, actually this weekend, and also the Flintstones, as well as Jingle All the Way, Snow Dogs, and Are We There Yet? And well, this one wasn't really much of an excuse. This really got, a lot of its work got dissed by critics, including this one. This one didn't quite fare as well as its predecessor, considering it got the PG-13 rating and not a PG rating like its predecessor. And it was beat out by Terminator 2, which was also released on the same day, on the 4th of July weekend. Anyway, Michael Oliver returns as Redhead Mischief Maker Jr., along with John Ritter back as, well, the guy who adopted him, now his dad, Ben Healy. Jack Warren's back as Big Ben. And while even though, her original character may have gotten thrown out in the end, in the back of a pig truck, Amy Yasbeck is back. But this time she's playing a different character, though. But anyway, and Lorraine Newman. And Gilbert Gottfried's back, too. Anyway, let's get into the story and then what I have to say about it. Well, 1 year after their previous misadventures, Ben Healy and his adopted son Junior decided to move from Cold River, Illinois to the quiet community of Mortville, Oregon to start over, following the divorce between Ben and Flo. Moments after they arrived, dozens of women line up in their front yard, all wanting to date Ben. Well, Junior's having fun and what have you, especially enjoying the way his new home looks too. Unfortunately, he's got himself a new competitor around this little town, and it's in the form of a mischievous little blonde-haired girl named Trixie, played by Ivy Ann Schwan. So, but he doesn't even know that yet. Now then, let me see if I can. Well, apparently, Ben and Junior get invited to, one of their new neighbors for a barbecue, and, apparently, Junior can't quite get along with his two daughters, Dolly and Madison. Yeah, named after the popular original creators of the company creator of the Zingers, Dolly Madison, Anywho, but he fairly fixes him by cranking up the gas on his barbecue, and boy, kaboom! Oh, crazy, crazy, crazy. Well, Junior just doesn't want to go back to school because it's his first day of the third grade. And, well, apparently he's about to get a nervous surprise, sort of. When he doesn't know, well, because he doesn't know this yet, we find out the principal of that school is his adoption agent from the first film, Igor P. Once again, played by Gilbert Gottfried. And when the secretary tells him that, well, a new student arrived, he's on the phone with someone. It's like, I'll have to call you back. I gotta take care of one of the little wieners. Send the little sweetheart in. And who's up here but, we guessed it, Junior. P. shot. And Jesus just he's like, hey, P Brain, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? What are you doing here? Wait, you're not here. Yeah. So apparently, horrified by this, Peabody promptly promotes Junior 3 grades ahead so he wouldn't see much of him by promoting him to the 6th grade. Oh boy. Whew. Soon he meets his teacher, Mr. Thorne. Well, everybody proves to be smart. They're not too thrilled to see a youngster like Junior in their class, especially this big dude named Merv. He's the school bully and gets on his bad side. The bad side of Junior, that is. As he freaks the class out when Junior takes him to the chalkboard. Believe me, this dude is huge. Tell you what. Anyway, let me see now. Well, actually, Mr. Tolkien was actually best known for working on in the Back to the Future movies. Yeah. Yeah, give me a second. He's the guy who played Gerald Strickland in the Back to the Future trilogy, so that's impressive. I didn't notice that, but well, it's been some time since I last saw the other Back to the Future movies. I did see the first one a few years back, but I gotta rewatch them again because I want to review those later on. Okay, back to the story. Well, Murph retaliates by dropping the school satellite dish on Junior when he gets to meet with Ben, but it misses him and hits Ben instead, knocking him out. So when he comes to, he sees the school nurse, Annie Young, who that's Miss Yasbeck's character, and becomes smitten with her, but Junior is annoyed by this and attempts to vandalize her picture hanging out in the hall, only to be foiled by, well, you know, you're right, Trixie, who happens to be Annie's daughter, who is as sadistic as Junior, and believe me, she runs the show. When Junior confronts her for harassing him, Trixie states that she can harass anybody she wants and punctuates her point by giving Junior a lit M80 later on in this. Yeah, when he manages to catch her in the act in the girls' room. But let me reverse back. After sabotaging the picture, she performs like a judo move or something like that. Yeah. Boy, it's crazy. Well, apparently, Junior panics by seeing the M8 and promptly flushes it down the can and explodes right when Mr. Thorne sits on the can. And throughout the film, Junior and Trixie engage in an escalating prank war. Well, if that wasn't enough, Ben decides to date again to find a new wife and mother, but Junior is against it big time. Well, apparently he thwarts Ben's first date by following her jealous former husband, who storms into the restaurant and picks a fight with Ben. While Junior's stuck with this babysitter who turns out to be a nice one, but she ends up being almost like Vicky from The Fairly Odd Parents or something like that. And to make matters worse, Junior also videotapes her having a little sex with her boyfriend and broadcasts it to the entire neighborhood. After that, Ben reminds Junior they're in the new town and must attempt to fit in. But that evening, Big Ben and his Jack Russell Terrier Nippy arrive to live with them after he loses all of his money in a bad investment. Well, not only that, Ben's second date gets goes worse when Junior rewires the doorbell and the woman gets electrocuted. Boy, yeah. But around the same time, LaWanda Demore, who happens to be the richest, snootiest, kid-hating woman in Mortville, takes an interest in Ben. While being horrified by Junior's past, which includes the Union Carbide plant explosion, she decides to do something for Ben. After Ben and Junior leave, after Junior tries to sell off Big Ben's stuff and what have you, and even Nippy, well, a little bit of a yard sale that Dolly and Madison are doing, and after Junior pulls a little urination type job for their lemonade sale and what have you. Yeah. So, Junior manages again, threatening him with some nunchucks, and Big Ben's he's on a tree. He can't even get his son's attention. And if that wasn't enough, LaWanda and her crew arrive and prepares to redecorate the house to impress Ben. Meanwhile, Ben takes Junior to the carnival. Well, he's being taunted by Merv for being too short to ride the crazy dance ride. And to make matters worse, Trixie pulls a fast one and cheats her way on by wearing platform shoes. So Junior decides to fix them by tampering with the ride by turning its ends up to warp speed, causing everyone, including Trixie and Murph, to get sick and hurl. Yeah, that's one of my slangs. That means vomit. All return the entire ride to eventually break down, even on almost everyone in the crowd and what have you. Oh man, and that just lasts for, I don't know, 2 minutes or something. Believe me, I watched this not so long ago on Movieplex. Oh, on the way home, a disappointed Ben makes Junior promise to behave. But soon when they get home, they see that the place is redecorated, and Junior's in for a rude awakening when he learns that LaWanda has redecorated his room with a clown theme, which he really gets tore up. He decides to get revenge and breaks his promise and retaliates by putting live cockroaches in her dinner. Crazy. Disgusted and angry, she threatens to send him to boarding school in Baghdad when she is his mother, and he tries to tell Ben this, but Ben refuses to believe him, saying Junior is no longer credible. Now, soon at a school function, a puppet show goes awry, and Ben thinks Junior is behind this, but he sees it's Trixie behind this, that Annie's her mother. Ben tries to tell Annie he understands what it's like raising a problem child and thinks they can help one another, but she acknowledges that she likes him. But day Trixie's behavior will only get worse. So Ben proposes to LaWanda, believing she's the only woman who will marry him. So, by a chance meeting in a pizza restaurant, Ben, Annie, Junior, and Trixie dine together and have a good time. Even after the food fight that the kids start with, Peabody gets them banned from the restaurant. Junior and Trixie apologize for the prank and what have you, and become friends and what have you. So, they decide that their parents should date. And they go up to Mortville's biggest thing, the Love Rock, I think it's called. Yeah, that's what it is. The Love Rock, and wishing that they will date and marry. Alright, I'm going to get to the ending. You got 5 seconds to stop this. Go to the description box below. Fast forward to the time below in order to avoid ending spoilers. Okay? You ready? Okay, here we go. Okay, you've been warned. So, Junior tries to stop the wing by switching LaWanda's blood sample with that of a rabid dog after these two dudes manage to get Nippy unfrozen after Junior tries to hypnotize it. But anyway, handcuffed by animal control and sent to the hospital for observation, LaWanda is more determined than ever that the wing go on. But Junior decides to try another trick, switching her chart with a patient having surgery to enlarge his nose, believing it will make her so ugly that Ben will not want to marry her. The night before Wayne, Junior and Trixie make a wish at the town Love Rock that their parents will get together. But plans go up in smoke a bit more. At the altar the next day, LaWanda reveals she had last-minute plastic surgery to fix her nose. Well, Junior is trying to get his dad to not marry, but Big Ben tries to stop, but Junior bites him and what have you. They're trying to get things done, but here comes a bulldozer with, once again I say, what do you know? You're right, Trixie! With the Love Rock. Oh boy. And not only that, LaWanda reveals her true nature and true colors by revealing herself as a child here, which makes Ben realize Junior was telling the truth about her, gets trapped underneath as she tries to stop that Love Rock. Ben rushes to Annie as she shows up that she is the one he really wants and suggests Big Ben should marry LaWanda himself. Which he actually does, and well, and LaWanda's saying, I don't like your family. It's like, I'm not like them. I love you. And she's surprised by this. Oh, wow. Well, Junior puts Trixie's firecracker in a slingshot and causing the cake to blast off. Kind of weird, though. It's just a plain old firecracker, not a big rocket. Oh, well. And land on LaWanda and Big Ben. Yeah. So, and Junior, Ben, Annie, and Trixie then walk off into the sunset as the film comes to a close, and that's that. End of story. So, what did I think of Problem Child 2? I like it for certain reasons. I mean, the cast is pretty good. Yeah, LaWanda's kind of a bit of annoying in ways. Yeah. But even so, I liked Trixie, and I liked her mother. John Ritter, once again, good as Ben. Jack Warren as Big Ben. And, of course, young Michael Oliver as Junior. They were all pretty good and what have you. This may have not done as well as its predecessor, but nevertheless, it still is a fun experience. Yeah, and the story's pretty good, too. Well, after this was big, it would go on. There would be a third one, but it would be direct-to-TV, though, which I'll talk about later on. And after this, there would go on to be a Problem Child animated series, which would be shown on the USA Network's Cartoon Express in its final year, actually, in 1994. So anyway, would I recommend Problem Child 2? Well, let me put it this way. Sure, go ahead. Yeah, I'd say most definitely. Not sure, go ahead. What am I saying? I'd say yeah. Give it a try. I think if you might enjoy this as much as the first, or maybe not. You be the judge, okay? But anyway, Problem Child 2 is good. I think you might enjoy it. And if you don't, hey, can't say I didn't try. But anyway, what did you think of Problem Child 2? Please feel free to tell me in the comment section below. If you liked the video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me next time when I review Problem Child 3 Junior in Love, film that was made for TV. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, you can check out these other reviews I've done. You can check out in the upper left-hand corner is my review of a film series that went from G to PG, being Rugrats Go Wild. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of another Brian Levin film, that being Are We There Yet? And the bottom left-hand corner will be my review of, well, the original Problem Child. Anyway, that'll do it. Thanks for watching my Problem Child 2 review. Until next time. Oh yeah, and don't forget to click the button to subscribe in the bottom right hand corner too. Okay, I'm going to go now. Till next time, this is the Big D saying, see ya.